Welcome to the week ahead for financial markets. Mike Smith, senior analyst and head of client education and trading with you to talk you through what may be the major events over the next few days. We've identified, as always, on this week ahead video, 5 market moving factors that could influence sentiment. Of course, the Israeli-Iran escalation in conflict upsets markets. Fighting has intensified over the weekend, and markets are contemplating what's next. There's a number of potential scenarios, but what looks certain is that flight to safety trading to gold, which we'll talk about in a moment, oil prices rising, and uncertainty across the board, as it is likely to be prolonged. We're going to do a inner circle session on Wednesday with a deeper dive on this for those who are interested. As I said, there's a gold flight to safety. New record highs are imminent. If we look at a chart right now, you can see on the future CFD contract, we had that big move up back through 3,400. And as you can see, we are testing the highs. Last hit on the 6th of May. Significant move up as that flight to safety becomes a key trade. Of course, the US dollar is partly responsible for this as well as the flight to safety. We hit 3-year lows on Friday. These were breached slightly. Further drops in the greenback expected over the next few days. Be interesting to see what happens over the course of the week. But nevertheless, whichever way you slice it, the US dollar is looking very bearish. Of course, the Fed meets this week, and it's priced in almost certainly that there will be a pause. It was thought that July might be the meeting that we may see a rate cut, but despite some positive inflation data of late, September cut now looks most likely. Of course, the Middle Eastern conflict and the impact on oil may lead central banks just to rethink things as the inflationary impact of oil price increases may start to bite into inflation numbers. And finally, of course, and off the headlines for at least a few days, trade talks will still be vital. Any moves in tariff policy, of course, that 90-day pause on tariffs is drawing ever nearer to being closed. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any more narrative over the course of the next few days on anything to do with trade. Those are your 5 factors. Busy week, lots for markets to digest, of course. And of course, we can keep you updated on our Monday and Thursday live market updates at lunchtime. And of course, as we've already mentioned, the Inner Circle session on Wednesday, where we're taking a deeper dive into what's happening in the Middle East. And of course, we're always here to help. Our support team are ready and waiting to take your calls if you ever need to get in touch. Have a great week. Trade safe and see you again soon. Bye bye for now.